What's up, mighty boys and girls, it's the Ranger Boy here, and welcome to a hopefully short discussion video in regards of the upcoming Gen 8 anime, aka the Pokemon Sword and Shield anime. But long, where are the reviews and other videos about Sun and Moon? No need to worry, those videos will come up as soon as possible, most likely throughout the next days or so. In the meantime, let's talk about the newly released Pokemon Sword and Shield trailer and what potential it already brings to the table for the Gen 8 anime. So if you want to know more, then grab some popcorn, grab some cookies, and let's do this. I mean, do I really have to mention the Galarian forms, aka the most hyped thing in the entirety of the trailer? God, I love Galarian wheezing. He is posh as fuck. Look at that mustache and look at that hat. But what made me really happy is that Gen 8 already did something that Gen 7 just couldn't stop doing, even after 3 goddamn years. They didn't hardcore pander to Gen 1. Because with the Zigzagoon evolution line, we finally have regional forms which are not Gen 1 exclusive. Thank you so much, Gen 8. Also, yes, you heard right, the Zigzagoon evolution line, because we now have its latest evolution called Obstagoon. I kinda have to get used to that name, but I overall like the design. For some odd reason, all of those Pokemon remind me of Kiss. You know, the band Kiss, with their tongue hanging out and with the star around their eyes, sorta like makeup, even though Kiss is not really from the UK, right? But what this specific trailer reveals to me is one important message. They are finally moving on from Gen 1. One of the major problems of not only the anime, but also Gen 7 overall, is that they pandered so desperately to the past that they totally forgot what actually mattered. The current generation. In my opinion, Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee really killed a lot of momentum for Gen 7 and especially for the anime. And both the introduction of Eevee and the second return of Brock and Misty didn't increase the overall quality of the anime in regards of story at all, but was just there for some sweet but unnecessary nostalgia. And given the fact that the current Gen 7 crew had no movie, I repeat, no movie dedicated to them, but instead their time to shine got replaced by 3 movies who had parts of, you know, the good old days in them, that also further established not only Gen 7 but especially the Sun and Moon anime as the black sheep of the Pokemon franchise. Again, respecting Gen 1 is totally fine, but letting the past overshadow the present and even stealing spotlight from them is something they should have never done. But since we're seemingly moving on from all the pandering, that could also mean that maybe they are going for a new approach of bringing back the hardcore fans without referencing the glorious past. And how? Maybe with some good story. And in my opinion, they already have the basis to create some great stories within the Gen 8 universe. I already presented a potential story idea in one of my recent Sword and Shield anime discussion videos, and you know, you should really watch it. And with the 2 newly revealed characters, the potential for the Gen 8 anime just got way more interesting. First, let's talk about Bede? Bede? Let's call him Bede for now. In my opinion, he has the potential to be a callback which many people have been craving for since the days of Paul, the asshole kind of rival. As much as I love Sawyer, Alan, and Gladion, and as much as I couldn't care less about how, they are all rivals who are competitive with Ash, but at the same time, they respect him. But with Bede, we finally could have someone who always looks down on Ash while thinking of himself as the superior trainer, with his arrogant look and this goddamn smug face. Look at his smug face. Don't you just want to punch the guy? And his backstory also would support his arrogance and spoiled attitude, since he got endorsed by the chairman of the Pokemon League. But his bio also tells us that he also aims for another goal besides the champion title. So he really has the potential just like Paul, not only from a rival standpoint, but maybe, just maybe, even from a story point of view. Okay, let's talk about the next character. Let's talk about Marnie. I already know what your first 2 thoughts will be. The first one will go something like this. Oh my gosh, she low-key cute! Waifu material! Please don't loot her, even though Rule 34 never fails. And the second thought will be new companion of Ash, which I have to answer with both yes and no. Yes, because first of all, she is in possession of Morpeko, which is this generation's Pikachu clone. And since the days of Diamond and Pearl, there was always one companion of Ash who had a Pikachu clone. Dawn and Pachirisu, Iris Emolga, Bonnie Dedenne, and Sophocles Togedemaru. So just by having this Pokemon, the chance of her being one of Ash's companions is a pretty good guess. Furthermore, since she also aims for the champion title, I would love for her to be the very first female companion who is also Ash's rival. And she also wants to reach a certain goal by becoming the champ. So that would also make for a great story for the next female protagonist. In my opinion, that would be really refreshing. But sadly, Marnie has a main problem which could leave her out from the main group. group, and that one problem is that she's already a well-established and well-known celebrity. Normally a girl joins Ash because she is a beginner, and throughout the journey they craft their own story alongside with Ash by not only learning from him but also learning from their own achievements and failures. But since Marnie seems to be an established superstar already, it begs the question, what could she actually learn by traveling with Ash? What could she achieve? Also, Marnie seems to be more of the Galarian type of person, a person who prefers to travel alone. I mean, she's constantly bothered by her fanboys slash fangirls, aka Team Yell, and I don't really think that she wants those guys to bother Ash or his friends with those crazy guys. And speaking of Team Yell, honestly, at first I thought that they would be blatant clones of Team Skull, but after some more thoughts, I realized that they are not really evil. Sure, they stop the main player with different kind of obstacles, but they don't do it because they pursue some kind of evil goal, but they just do it because they love Marnie and they want her to be a champion. So I guess those guys are more of a comic relief kind of characters rather than the real evil team. So guys, that's basically it for my predictions of the upcoming Sword and Shield anime. What is your opinion on the whole trailer? And especially tell me your opinion in regards of both Bede and Marnie. And just like always, I see you guys in the comments down below. Bye guys!